guys, Johnny B here. I'm bringing her episode number 1s where I commemorate the songs atop the Billboard Hot 100, the Billboard Hot 100 Airplay, the Radio and Records chart, and the Billboard Top 40 Mainstream chart. And we're just trucking along in the 90s, and we have arrived at Jewel and You Were Meant for Me. Now, this was an enormous hit on every chart. It was a #1 hit on the Top 40 Mainstream chart, Radio and Records, and the Top 40 Mainstream chart, and it was also a #2 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, and at the time, it spent more weeks on the chart than any other single. It broke a record until LeAnn Rimes' How Do I Live defeated that record just a few, less than a year later. But nonetheless, it was still the second biggest hit on the Billboard Hot 100 that year, even though there were a lot of songs that spent multiple weeks #1 on that chart. And it also was a #2 hit on the mainstream chart. So honestly, it was the ultimate #2 hit that year, period. And I will say that I'm a huge Jewel fan. I absolutely love this song. And the original version of this song was, of course, featured on her Pieces of You album, which was huge. And I remember the thing is, I didn't buy this album when Who Will Save Your Soul came out. I bought this album when You Were Meant for Me came out. And I will say I was a little disappointed because it just didn't have that pop gloss that the radio version had, because this one is just very dreary and, dreams lost. It kind of sounds like that a little bit. A little Michael McDonald-y. But, of course, I'm a huge fan of Pieces of You album regardless. I like the rawness of it nowadays. And, of course, I do own the vinyl copy as well. And I did own the single copy of You Were Meant for Me as well a little while ago, but I don't know what happened to my singles. So, of course, I did have the radio version. But if you did want to get it on vinyl, I would just recommend getting her greatest hits on vinyl if you want to hear the radio version. Now, the thing is, there's a lot of history behind this song. So, there was a rumor that was written about Sean Penn, but it's not confirmed because she actually dated him for a little while, and he actually directed an early cut of You Were Meant for Me, another music video of that, before the version that most people know was recorded. And it was a different version of the song as well. I think they omitted some of the verses out of it, but when the radio version became huge, the video version is the one that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite music videos. It kind of just had this premise where it was kind of like a forbidden love kind of thing. They were both being, like, she and the love interest were being filmed, but they were always separated. It was kind of like Torn by Natalie Imbruglia, kind of the same concept. And I think that it's just really touching, and I really love on her back, there's that thing that's inscribed on it that says, the little message that says, "He said I felt like home to him." And I think that's just so cute. And, Jewel's poetry, it's hit or miss sometimes, but that time it certainly worked. And I just remember hearing the song on the radio all the time. It was huge. I mean, it's definitely one of my most, like, when I think about the 1990s, I'll always think of this song. So it's definitely one of the main ones I'll associate with it. Now, since I'm going to be talking about Jewel later on, in another episode, but nonetheless, I wanted to go ahead and read one of her poems from the Pieces of You booklet, because, I just got to do that. I'm going to read the Leaving Las Vegas one. Bill, Butch, and Bart swapping penis size in the front seat, while Thelma, Thiesel, and Lulu up there bouffant hairdos and secretly go where blue eyeshadow has never gone before. So deep, Jewel. Seriously, you and your poetry, so deep. What can I say? But anyway, that was Jewel with You Were Meant for Me. I look forward to bringing her episode #1s. I'm Johnny B, and I'm out.